All right, kiddos, it's week 2 and we're ready to do our tables homework. But before we get started, I have a few things that I need to talk about. I was really disappointed in some of the homework last week. Mr. York, Miss Sanchez, and I all talked, and there were some people that did not do their homework the way that they were supposed to do. And here's the thing. There's no excuses. You are in 6th grade now, and there's a lot more freedoms, but there's also a lot more responsibility. Mr. York, Miss Sanchez, and I do everything that we can to make sure that you get the education that you need, but you need to do your part. One thing that you need to do is you need to make sure that you're following all the instructions on your homework. And quite frankly, there's a video telling you exactly what to do. There are no excuses at all whatsoever. So it's time to get yourself in gear, take care of your shenanigans, grab your highlighter and your pencil, and let's get ready to go. First thing we need to do on this homework is read the information below. So you see this right here, this paragraph, and there's a little bit of it down here. That is another paragraph. You need to read all of that information. Then you need to number each of the 5 paragraphs. In case you are unaware, a paragraph happens every time there is an indentation. So when you see that there's an indentation, you're going to number your paragraphs. That's paragraph 1. Oh, look, there's another indentation. That's paragraph 2. Oh, look, there's another indentation. That's paragraph 3. Oh, look, there's another indentation. That's paragraph 4. Now, if you read up there, it said number each of the 5 paragraphs. We only numbered 4. Remember, there was some information down here? That indentation right there indicates that that is your 5th paragraph. Then it says mark the text appropriately by highlighting important words and circling words you do not know. So what that means is, while you're reading this paragraph, if you see anything that is important, you need to highlight it. You need to highlight it. If you see a word that you do not know, take your pencil and circle it. Now, I can't tell you what you think is important, and I can't tell you what the words that you don't know. So I'm going to let you do that on your own, but you need to highlight important words. What you think is important. Don't highlight the whole thing, just important words. So maybe 3 or 4 words in every paragraph is probably going to be appropriate. That's not a rule, that's just a guide, okay? Circle as many words with your pencil as you do not know. If you have never seen a word before, if you don't know what it means, circle it. That way you know to ask a question later on. Then it says write a phrase next to each paragraph to explain the main idea of the paragraph. Let's go ahead and do this first paragraph together. There are 3 different types of tables that will be taught in 6th grade this year. A table with an additive relationship, a table with a multiplicative relationship, and a table that presents information. What was the main idea of that paragraph? Well, it's right here. Types of tables. So the main idea of this first paragraph is types of tables. Again, circle any words you do not know. Highlight any information that is important. Honestly, that was just an introduction paragraph. So you may circle additive relationship if you're not sure what that is. You may circle multiplicative relationship if you don't know what that is. And if you don't know what information is, you might circle that. I feel like I know what information is, so I'm going to be pretty good on that. Let's try one more. The first type of table is a table that has an additive relationship between the x and y coordinates. That an additive relationship between the x and y coordinates. This is shown in figure A below. So figure A is going to be right here, figure A, additive relationship, and it's shown right down here. In an additive relationship, the y value is equal to the x value plus or minus an irrational number. That is some important information that you need to know. That the y value is equal to the x value plus or minus an irrational number. Now the main idea of this paragraph, this entire paragraph was talking about additive relationships. So that's the main idea right there. Super easy. You can do the next 3 paragraphs on your own. Go ahead, complete this part of your homework. Once you finish this part of your homework, you're going to need to turn to the second part of your homework. It says, watch the video on building tables on YouTube. 3 options for you here. There is a QR code. You can go on YouTube and you can search for the video titled Building Tables, or there's a website right there for you to look at. And you're going to fill out this whole piece of information based on what is in that video. Then you have the third part of your homework. It says study the 2 tables below. Then explain the difference between the tables. Use at least 3 to 5 sentences. So you're going to be writing in order to explain the difference between the 2 tables. And you have to use how many sentences, guys? 3 to 5. What if you want to use 6? Guess what? It says at least. At least. But if you write me 1 sentence, that's a problem. 2 sentences, that's a problem. At least 3 to 5 sentences.